Você disse que era meu, mas caiu na mentira. Tô de salto alto, vou deixar você na mira. Na mira. Na mira. Na mira.
Yo, welcome back to another video. This is your host with the most, Cringe Copy One here. Today we got chapter 194, Kenya Yukimiya versus Hyoma Chigiri. He's like, I'm just outside my range. He's like, this is called World's Number 2, this chapter. He's like, I've got no choice but to try. He's like, it all comes down to this moment. He's like, a feint into a cut-in. He does a feint into a cut-in. I don't know if Yukimiya is watching that. He's like, I'll cut past him. He's like, my course is open. He's like, now to smash it. He's like 0.2 seconds. He's like, you were too slow, Red, and Kaiser went straight in, which is insane that he catches him straight into that. He's just like, what? Damn it. And he just like gets surprised. He's just like, did I make an extra movement? He's like, I need to give up on a shot. He's like, but at least I can pass. And he makes a pass straight to none other than Chris. It goes back to Prince. So he passes back to Prince all the way to the back, and Isagi sees that, and then Yukimiya is like, what? And then Chris is like, crap. He's like, bravo, as like Chris passes along forward. He's just like, nice try, World's Number 2. Noah gets right in front of him. He's just like, but I'm going to crush you. And then he's like, a press. He's just to cut off my course. He's like, how rational of you, Noah. It's like, are you crazy? You don't have a shot. He's like, but you're too late. And he's like, rationally speaking, that's true. I'd be foolish to challenge you on those terms, but I've developed this to surpass you. As his muscles fledged up, he's just like, my irrational new weapon. He's like, he lobbed it as he ends up kicking it, and he's like, what the no spin? And he starts seeing the ball, and he sees like a little wobble on the ball, and then the wobble starts getting a bit stronger, and then Gagamaru is like, it's fast, and it's wavering on an unstable trajectory, and he's just like, go. This is the world's greatest random shot. Not even I can read it. The unstoppable knuckle ball. As he literally, Chris is just creating shit out of his ass right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Kagamaru is just like, right, left. Do I use reflexes or instinct? No. He's like, can this wild ball really be stopped? And then none other than fucking Isagi. Holy crap. He's like, Isagi? He's charging towards the goal, but he's not even looking at the ball. He's like, jump down, Gagamaru, yells straight at him when Isagi's just charging, and motherfucker hits the ball. He just hit something, damn it, and he literally just hits it. Literally just puts his way in the trajectory of the ball. So he literally says, Gagamaru, go down, I'll go up, and he literally blocks that shit out of the way, which we get an insane panel there of Isagi blocking the World's Number 2 shot, which is actually something of like Isagi getting involved in his play of the number 2 shot, but not like as a 1v1 like Kaiser did earlier. And then Igarashi is like, whoa, alright. He's like, a meat shield gamble, and everybody just gets shocked, and even fucking Noah's just shocked. And then Morgan Chris is fucking baffled. This face right here is just priceless, because not even Prince Chris knew that this thing could get trapped. He's like, what? He's like, I saw it, you loser. He's like, I wasn't reading the ball's course. In that instant, I could sense the most dangerous area. I gambled on rationality by guarding that area. I've won. He's like, guarding that area, and I won. He's like, I devoured you, World's Number 2, which is actually insane for Isagi to be thinking of that. And it's actually true. You know, he did devour the World's Number 2 there in that moment. He's like, now it's my time. And everybody getting excited in the crowd. Look at everybody at the TV just watching that shit. He's like, now it's my time. And Chris is just fucking mad there in the back. Holy, let's get the end of chapter 194. God damn, bro. Isagi making moves, bro. We get to see this big boy just piled up, and like, he blocked that shit because that nobody knew where that shit was going. Nobody knew where that shit was going, but Isagi was doing the most, and that goes to show you that when we see something as small as this right here, just this, him watching Prince the whole time, he is him seeing where this ended up. Literally from that is where that ended up. But that was an amazing end of the chapter, guys. I will see y'all on chapter 195. This is going to be very exciting to see how he triumphs from that. And leave a like, subscribe for more. It does help your boy out at the end of the day. And I'll catch y'all in chapter 195 of Blue Lock. This is always your host with the most, Cringe Copy One here, signing out.
君の虜になってしまえばきっとこの夏は